I have a game also. This is a game called Rush Royale. It is by a company called My.com BV. They have, I don't know, like, what are you doing there?
I'm just messing with your game.
I was confused. They have a handful of games in the Play Store. This one is free. It offers in-app purchases, much like every other free game.
Mm-hmm.
This is your classic tower defense game. It's in my wheelhouse. I'm addicted to them. This one is you have different characters that you get cards for, and you can build your roster. There are a whole bunch of characters, and they range anywhere from common to rare to epic, and then legendary characters.
Mm-hmm.
And as you go through, you unlock more, and you get chests and coins. Coins unlock the levels of your characters, and then the gems you can use to unlock chests or to buy certain things in the store, stuff like that.
Okay. So the chest might include other characters or random.
Or random cards, or there's little different kind of, each card has a style or a character trait.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like light and dark and nature and tech and stuff like that. So it'll give you sometimes like a tech coin, which will be used to ascend a tech card to the next value and maybe get an extra ability on that card.
Okay.
But the ultimate gameplay is just a simple tower defense game. You're laying your cards down. You have cards to build your characters up, and then when the match starts, you're playing PvP against somebody else, or you're playing co-op with another stranger trying to defeat a wave of monsters. In co-op, you're trying to defeat the monsters before they get to your castle.
Mm-hmm.
In the PvP, you're killing monsters and sending them over to the other person's side to try and overwhelm their lane and make them lose. So you'll spend money to put a random character down, and then you can merge that character with the same level of the same type of character to make it stronger.
Okay.
So it's basically you're buying characters, merging them, and then you can level them up in the battle up to level 5 is the highest.
Okay.
So 1 to 5 level. And you can merge them like a 1 to 9 merge rank. And there's all kinds of, there's fast attack ones. There's ones that do chain damage. There's ones that do splash damage. There's ones that do like a dot effect where they'll damage enemies over time or trap the enemy or slow them down. All kinds of different characters. Nothing really that we haven't seen before.
Sure.
The main difference with this app that I've discovered, one, it looks gorgeous. The style, the animation, it's all very well done. And it seems like it's a fairly active player base. You can join a clan, and then you can do clan tournaments where you're fighting other clans. And if you win, you get better rewards at the end of the week.
Okay.
But you can donate cards to people in your clan and get cards from people,
okay,
as a way to upgrade your cards. But the main difference is the characters or the cards themselves. So, like I said, once you get to a certain level, once you hit level 9, I believe it is, you have the ability to ascend your cards, which means you can unlock, like if something does a slowdown effect, it also, once you ascend it, might instead of slowing them down, freeze them in place for a certain amount of time, or it might freeze the enemy
sure,
when it's merged, or it might, when merged, might give your other characters around it a faster attack speed for a certain amount of time. It just makes those cards just slightly better, and you can still upgrade their levels without ascending them if you want, and you can still upgrade their power and everything. You just unlock extra abilities if you ascend, but those take those extra tokens or crystals to do. That's the main difference. The other thing is the bosses you fight. So you'll have waves of enemies, and at the end of each at the end of a certain amount of waves, there's a boss that comes. And the bosses do different things. Well, you can collect those bosses, and they can be your defense in the PvP clan wars. So you can put those monsters as your defense when other clans are trying to attack you.
Okay.
So it's a kind of a cool feel. It's a little bit different than other things that I've played, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last difference is your actual character itself has a ability. We've seen that before in like the Dice Clash game and stuff like that. But this one, you get an ability, but then you also have items that your character can equip. So if you equip a sword, you might have a better attack modifier. If you equip a spear, you might have a better crit chance. You equip a bow, you have faster attack for your characters.
Sure.
Or you can wear like an amulet that gives you one spot on your grid, which is the standard 4x4 grid. It might give you one square whenever a character's there. They have a higher attack value. So there's some random things that you can get to. There's a lot of variety in building your deck and building your team, that it feels like there's a little bit more to do than your average tower defense game.
Okay. Looking at it, it was very colorful,
very colorful,
attractive graphics.
Yep. And the soundtrack is pretty cool. It's very like kind of fantasy themed, very light and easy, fun. The sound effects are pretty good as far as like the monsters or the slashing of swords or shooting of like electricity and stuff like that. Sounds pretty good. Overall, I gave this thing a 3.8.
Okay. So pretty high marks.
Yeah. Overall, I gave everything a 4 except for the audio. I gave a 3 because it's not bad. It's just, it's average.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's nothing that blows me away. But everything else got a 4. The features, because there's so many things you can do. The graphics look great, so I gave them a 4. Replay value, there's so many different kinds of teams you can build. You can also have up to 5 pre-made teams, so you can quick swap between them without having to redo a deck every time.
Nice.
And then ads and notifications, there's really no out-of-app ads. I don't get any notifications outside the game, but in-game, there are certain quests, daily quests, weekly quests, monthly quests, and one of the daily quests that's always there is an ad quest. And if you watch 10 ads, then you get an ad chest, which is more coins and cards and loot and stuff like that.
10
ads.
Okay.
So it's over the course of, 24 hours, you can watch 10 ads. There are other things that would give you, like, you'll get a boost in your, I'm trying to pull it up here. You get a boost in your PvP section or in your co-op section. You'll see a little ad bubble show up here. And if you click and watch an ad, you'll get extra coins or extra tokens to get you up to the next level.
Okay.
So they do things to kind of incentivize you to watch those ads.
Sure.
You're getting something for them. But, an ad is an ad, right?
Yep.
So, but nothing so far has been a forced ad where you have to watch an ad to proceed. There's no like, hey, you finish this battle, here's an ad until you get to the main menu.
And the game doesn't say, hey, come back.
No.
You've accumulated this, or it's time to battle this,
Nope.
or take on somebody.
Right.
Okay. That's
so,
good.
Yeah, it's very non-intrusive that way.
Good.
But yeah, that's Rush Royale.
Okay.
It's free to play, and there's in-app purchases.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Thanks, Luke.
No problem.